Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could strum through This Land Is Your Land, and kind of working off the Woody Guthrie version. And the version that I listen to actually sounds a little bit sharp, so actually you'd actually have to kind of tune your tuners up just a little bit to play along with the version that I listen to, but I'm sure there's lots of versions of Woody playing this. We're going to start out on a D major for our intro, and then we play G major. First finger goes to the G string on the second fret, second finger goes to the high E on the second fret, and third finger goes to the B string on the third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And there's this really quick intro before we kind of go into our verse chorus where we play D major, and then we go to an A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D string on the second fret, second finger on the G string second fret, and third finger on the B string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D, then we go right back, or from the A, we go right back to the D major. And then there's another D major. And then we kind of go into a little piece of what becomes our main verse chorus. We go to a G major chord. And the way you play G major, first finger goes to the A string on the second fret, second finger on the low E string on the third fret, and third finger on the high E string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the G, we go back to D major, and then we do another D, and then we go to A major, and then another A major, and then we go to a D major, and then we do another D major. Now through that part, there's this really cool lead lick too, where kind of a little piece of the melody where you play open D, second on the D, fourth on the D, and then open G twice, and then second on the D, open D, and then going back to D on the second and kind of doing a hammer on. So I'm kind of playing the second fret note and getting my third finger to go down with enough force to kind of carry the sound to fourth fret. And we do that twice, and then we kind of do that 2-4 hammer on again, and then go to second on the G, fourth on the D, and then open D as a hammer on the second fret on the D, and then open A, and then second on the A, and then fourth fret on the A, and then open D. So all through that intro part, you got 0 2 4 0 2 0 2 4 2 4 2 4 2 4 0 2 0 2 0 2 4 0. It's kind of that main melody. And then from there, then we go into our main chorus part. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. I'll talk about a couple different ways you could kind of match the recording. But we're going to start out with one of my favorite strum patterns. It's down, down, up, up, down, up. So we take the D and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through that intro part. We'd have D, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, D. And then your melody would start, da, 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 and then G would down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, and then if we tried that idea through our main verse chorus, we'd have G with a down, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, down. Sometimes they're kind of weighting D's through that part. Actually, sometimes there's some extra D's that get thrown in. And it probably just has to do with how Woody's feeling, kind of like Johnny Cash does. Actually, he's really cool like that too. Now something else I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the G you'd have the low E for your bass. On the D you'd have the D string for the bass. And on the A you'd have the A string for the bass. So we tried our main verse chorus with a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, D with the D bass down, up, down, D with the D bass down, up, down, A with an A bass down, up, down, A with an A bass down. bass down, up, down, B with an A bass down, up, down, B with an A bass down, up, down, B with an E bass down, up, down, B with an E bass down, up, down, up. Now another way to kind of play through it too is something akin to something called a country feel, where a lot of times in country music a bass player will play what's called the root of the chord, which is the name of the chord, and then he'll play something called the fifth of the chord. So on the G chord, for instance, G would be number 1, G, A, B, C, D, and D would be the fifth. So what you could do is play the low E string for your root, and then a down up, and then you can play the D string for your fifth, and then do another down up. And you hear that a lot in traditional folk and country is where you're kind of going root, down up, fifth, down up, G with low E bass, D bass, and then on your D chord you'd be going between the D and the A string for your basses. D, A, and then on the A you'd have the A string to the low E string as kind of your main bass push there. So we tried the chorus, the verse chorus with a country feel. We'd have G with low E bass, fifth, G with low E bass, D, D with the D bass, A bass, D bass, A bass, A with an A bass, low E bass, A with an A bass, D bass, D with a D bass, A bass, D bass, A bass, G with a low E bass, D bass, low E bass, D bass, D with a D bass, A bass, D with a D bass, A bass, A with an A bass, low E bass, A with an A bass, low E bass, D with a D bass, A bass, D with a D bass, A bass. So that could be a cool thing to do too. And actually that first lick of the intro lick, that 0, 2, 4 on the A string, it's kind of a cool little kickoff, and if you wanted to kind of throw in some of those, this can be a cool thing too. So on the A chord, for instance, one way to get from the A chord to a D chord is to the A for the root, and then do a down up, and then hit that second fret on the A string, and then fourth fret on the A string to lead you into the D chord. It's kind of a lead in from A to D. So you'd have A with kind of the bass, down, up, 2, 4 to lead into the D chord. And what can also be cool on the D chord, actually there's this other lick that almost kind of comes in too on the intro, where you play open D, second on the D, and then fourth fret on the D to kind of lead you into the G chord. So it's almost like you got a D, E, F sharp. So you could do the D with the D bass, down, up, and then hit that 2 on the D, 4 on the D, and then go to your G major chord. And then on the G major chord, and a lot of times we're working the G to the D chord. And one way to do that is to the low E string for your root, and then you could go open A, and then second on the A to lead into the D chord. So you'd have G with low E bass, down, up, open A, second on the A to lead to a D chord. So we could try it that way actually, and you could even start off with your D lead off if you wanted to. That 0, 2, 4, and then G chord. G with low E bass, open A, second on the A, D with the D bass, A bass, D with the D bass, and then on the D, actually, I guess you could reverse the A lick. You could do the D with the root, and then 4 on the A, second on the A to lead back to the A chord, and then you can reverse that lick to go back to the D chord, and then you can do the lead off to 4 on the D string to lead to G, and then we could do the walk on the A string to get to the D, and then we could reverse that lick to get back to the A, and then we could do the A lick and then do that walk again to the D chord. So it gets a little crazy, but if you want to kind of play the country bass player, you can kind of get the guitar part in too. You have that 0, 2, 4, G with low E bass, and then we'd have our G walk to D, and then D walk to A, and then the A walk to D, and then the D walk to G, and then the G walk to D, and then the walk to A, and then the walk back to D. So that might be another cool way to kind of work it. Now something else that could be cool is to work this as a finger style idea, and one way to kind of work fingers into it is the thumb kind of becomes your bass player for the low E and the A and the D string. Your index finger can get locked into the G string, middle finger to the B string, and ring finger to the high E string. And one really easy arpeggio to start with is kind of a thumb, index, middle, ring. So kind of going straight from your thumb, index to middle and the ring. So you end up with a cool little arpeggio arpeggio or broken chord around the G that way. And your thumb would kind of become your bass player. So you could even kind of just work that as kind of just working just the root note for the basses. So you could do like just a thumb, index, middle, ring twice on each chord, and that kind of takes the place of the down, down, up, down, up. So we have the G, G, D, D, A, D, D, G, G, D, D, A, or A, something else that can be cool is to kind of try and work those bass walks with the fingerstyle. And this can get kind of challenging, but you could kind of start off with your thumb with the walk, and then hit the G chord arpeggio, and then hit your bass walk to the D, and you could even do roots and fifths on the other parts to it too. On the A chord, you could alternate between the A and the E string. So kind of following that bass walk idea we were doing with the strumming. But now you're trying to do it with your fingerstyle. So G, A walk to D, or D, G walk to D, walk to A, walk back to D, G, D, A, G, walk to D, D, walk to A, walk to D. So that might be kind of a cool way to kind of work it through the tune. So I want to kind of play around with that too. But that's the basics of how you could strum through and fingerstyle This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie. So good luck!